Coming up on CityView, city employees and residents rallied together during Austin's first ever boil water notice. Also, you can now stream local live music at the library. And less energy will go into the lighting of this year's Zilker tree. We'll explain. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jason Zielinski. With historic flooding along the Llano River, unprecedented amounts of dirt, silt, and debris washed its way into the Highland Lakes, which is the source of the city of Austin's water supply. Getting a different perspective from the air, you could clearly see the point where Barton Springs meets up with the silty waters of Lady Bird Lake. With the dams open along the Colorado River to help ease flooding upstream, it turned the normally pristine lakes into milky messes. While the floodwaters significantly slowed down the water treatment process, Austin Water worked around the clock, continuing to provide water service to its 1 million customers. At the time of the boil water notice, citizens were asked to limit water use to basic needs. Outdoor water use was not allowed, and customers were required to boil water intended for drinking and cooking.
But we've got the gallons here, and we got the bottles here.
Other city departments also pitched in to help with issues related to the flooding.
All the way up. Back seat jump.
Austin Travis County Emergency Operations Center collaborated with local and regional partners to help provide water for free to those affected by the boil water notice. Water was trucked into the city and distributed by city employees to local residents at 5 local distribution sites throughout the city of Austin. The Emergency Operations Center also coordinated with external partners such as Austin Independent School District to provide water on site to schools for students.
Yo, blessed day, sir.
As floodwaters eventually began to recede, operations returned to normal, and the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality allowed the boil water notice to be finally lifted.
Yeah, that'll work.
We're very used to treating water when it's raining and haven't had a problem for 100 years, and we're not anticipating that we would have a problem in the future. Now that we're getting out of the immediate boil water notice, and as we're recovering, and we still have to check our plants and do some cleaning and recalibration, but the next steps are going to be taking a hard look at what was the water chemistry, what was the main causes of this, how can we adapt our systems into the future.
Really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
Austin Water wants to thank all customers throughout the city for responding to its request for water conservation. This was the first time ever in Austin Water's 100-year history that it issued a boil water notice. At its regular meeting on November 1st, Austin City Council authorized a 20-year extension of the lease for Planned Parenthood's downtown Austin Health Center. That's on East 7th Street, which has served as a healthcare and education resource in the Austin community since 1972. Last year, more than 5,000 patients received healthcare services from the center, ranging from preventative healthcare exams to cancer screenings and testing and treatment for sexually transmitted infections. A further 4,000 Austin area teens and adults were reached throughout sex education workshops and training. Planned Parenthood's sex education programs are offered throughout the community at no cost and in partnership with local nonprofits and agencies. If you're looking for live music, look no further than Austin's flagship Central Library. The library celebrated the launch of its streaming music platform, Electric Ladybird, with a concert featuring local artists Miss Lavelle White, Laura Mercado of Conspirare, Conjunto Los Pinkies, Money Chica, and Del Watson. Electric Ladybird is Austin Public Library's newest virtual collection, featuring music from Austin and Central Texas artists.
What this project allows us to do is local musicians will come to us by submitting in our portal for the Electric Ladybird, and we'll jury all the submissions that come in, which we hope there are a lot. And then starting in early 2019, we'll have 50 bands or 50 musicians, albums that you can choose from to go in for free and get a taste of what Austin has to offer. And then we hope that the general public, when they find an artist that they enjoy, that they'll click on through the link and buy some merchandise or buy the music from the artists that they like, or go see them live in town. And that's the hope too. A lot of the bands that we're going to get are active touring bands so that you have an opportunity to come and see them, play around Austin.
Local musicians can submit work to a juried panel, and selected artists will earn an honorarium and spend 3 years in the library's music archives. From face painting to free haircuts, the 8th annual Community Connections Resource Fair had something for everyone. Recently, more than 1,200 people and 130 vendors attended the fair at Travis High School. The vendors covered all areas of the social support services our community has to offer, from dental care to financial assistance. Hosted by Austin Energy, the Community Connections Resource Fair showcases what being customer-driven and community-focused is all about.
There's food, there's prizes, there are vendors, also employment services available, conservation tips. There's a lot of good information. I personally enjoy doing the registration booth every year because I love seeing the faces.
The iconic Zilker holiday tree is back for the 52nd year. Austin Energy crews installed the tree in late October using a specialized truck that extends 150 feet into the air. The base of the Zilker tree is one of Austin's infamous moonlight towers and includes 39 strands of lights, which create the ground-twirling thrill Austinites have come to love. Before a single strand of lights goes up, crews carefully install each bulb. Then each strand is hoisted to the top of the tower using a pulley system, requiring radio communications between the operators at the top and those on the ground. The entire operation takes about 5 hours to complete. This year, Austinites will see something a little different in their holiday tree. 4 strands of colored LED bulbs were placed on each side of the tree. Now that LED bulbs are more affordable, Austin Energy is testing the strands because they draw only 0.95 amps of energy, while an incandescent strand draws 16.8 amps. The utility hopes to switch to all LED bulbs for the tree in coming years, which would save the city more than 618 amps of energy. That's all for this week's City View. I'm your host, Jason Zielinski. Our next episode premieres Monday, November 19th. Thanks for watching.